What's up, guys? Stay smiling, freaking garage here. Chad Weiss on the mic, on the vlog, on the whatever you want to call it. Gotta start up the van here. Oh! Just takes a bit sometimes. Anyways, we're gonna go do some stuff. It's October something. I don't know how to check the date because I can't do that while it's filming. Anyways, I'm only telling you the date because this vlog is going to be timeline affected. The next video I take is probably going to be in about a week or two because this frame back here is getting sent off to powder coat. And I'm not going to tell you what color because we're going to wait until the next clip to reveal the color because it's going to be so friggin' amazing. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. But yeah, so we're going to do that. Or maybe we will film. Actually, you know what? We will film. The rest of this vlog is going to have... Actually, no, we won't. You're just going to have to find out. Anyway. Just getting propane for the van over here, but we're heading to our favorite little convenience store over here. Little history lesson for you guys, alright? About 2 years ago or a year ago, I don't even know how long ago it was, the Fraser River broke. And if you know anything about the Fraser River, it's like one of the biggest fucking rivers in the world, I'm pretty sure. And it broke through all the dikes and it took out most of our small town to the west of us. And so this place actually got destroyed in all that flooding. But they actually had a fire before the flood, so this roof was wide open. And then they had to repair everything, and they just opened back up. So if you're ever driving through Yarrow on your way to Cultus Lake, make sure to stop in Rainbow Food and Gas. They're the best people around. They always hook it up, and they always have my Jones sodas. That's really all I ever need in life. And they have the new Jones soda energy drinks. This podcast vlog is not sponsored by Jones, but it should be. But come on, look at how freaking sick that store is. Over there, where that park is right there, that's where the skate park was growing up. Still is. And we used to skate over to that store every day. And so they saw all of our shenanigans. That store just holds a special place in my heart, so anytime you're in town, make sure to go support it. All right, we are back at Nick's place at the Bagger, about to take the motor out of the old frame. We're also going to take the whole wiring harness out, lay it out at home, and get to work, making sure everything is there that we don't want. Sorry, everything. Holy cow. Harness, and we're going to take some stuff out of it that we don't need because we're not going to be running a whole lot of electronics on this Bagger. We're going to take this motor out now, kind of give you a step-by-step process of that. I'm probably going to go need to get a drain pan because I got to take the oil out of this thing and see where today gets us. It's actually a pretty nice day. We got the van here with all the tools set up. And yeah, I just spilled gas all over Nick's floor. Sorry, Nick. So we got all the wiring pulled back on this thing. It's kind of dangling on the back of the frame here. Got her pretty bare bones. All right, here's a little pro tip for you guys. So if you don't have an impact, which I did not have an impact on me, I forgot it at home, you can put a soft piece of wood in here, something that's not going to damage any of your teeth or your chain, but it'll jam up. Oh, it's hard to film and do at the same time, but it'll jam up in there just enough to hold things in place, because when you try to take these bolts off, it just turns your motor over. So you need that quick break to get this off. But also always remember that your clutch is reverse threaded, so righty loosey, lefty tighty on your clutch side. Compensator is the same as always, lefty loosey. But yeah, if you guys are having a trouble getting these to break loose, I know that there is a tool actually that holds your chain and sprockets in place, so you can take them off easily. But that's just a little backyard way of getting things off. Obviously, when you put it all back together, clean it up real good, make sure you don't have any pieces of wood in there. Some might come off, but you guys should be cleaning off all your stuff before putting it back together anyways. So we got the compensator off, got the clutch nut out of there. We're gonna take the chain tensioner out now, unbolt the inner primary, and then we're gonna be able to take this motor out today. All right, we got the primary off the bike. We're just draining all the oil out of the trans and the motor right now into our trusty puke bowl oil pan. And then I'm gonna unbolt this thing, probably get Nick to help me carry it because I don't know if I can carry this myself, and I don't even know where I'm gonna put it yet. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. We got the whole wiring harness out, laid out on the floor. We got a big mess. Gotta clean that up. Nick already came in and he's not even mad. Love that guy. And we got our first motor pulled out. Pretty freaking stoked to have this thing out. Got it out of here by myself, and it went pretty well, all things considered, I'd say. Still gotta pull the trans out, but we're probably just gonna clean up the floor. I don't know if I'll leave this motor here or bring it back to my place because that's where the frame will be, but we got some things in the works, things are happening, and I'm so stoked to have this apart. I don't know if I'll get to the tranny tonight. I got to go see a bike in person to give a lady a quote on getting her bike fixed up and a little bit more roadworthy. We're pulling up to my homie Shane's place right now. We got the Church's chicken, a couple biscuits for the boys, and some chicken tenders. But we also got 2 Stay Smiling t-shirts because, oh, there it is. Shane owns Backstitch. He makes unreal custom hats, and he's always sewing up a storm. And so we're gonna give him 2 t-shirts so he can whip up some magic, cut them up, use the Stay Smiling back print, and make up something so sick. So we're just pulling up to his place right now. Oh, he locked the door. Backstitch.
Yo, what up? How's it going?
All right, guys, super big day. Today is the day. We're gonna go pick up the bagger frame and swing arm and get it bolted together. We're also gonna head over to the shop tonight to get the trans out of the old frame, and then we might even start bolting some stuff back together. I'm currently at my printer, just printing off the wiring diagrams for the bagger because I would really like to do a full go through the wiring harness and delete all the stuff that I'm not going to be using, all the speaker wire, all that kind of stuff, and just shed a little bit of weight, make stuff a little bit more simple. Super, super rad that you can go online and do this though. Yeah! Holy cow! I just called the freaking powder coat place because I'm just so freaking stoked, excited. I'm excited, can you tell? I'm going to pick up the frame and you're gonna see how freaking sick it looks. Woo! Woo! Gonna be so dope. Don't even at me, dude. Don't comment below about how stupid you think I look right now because I'm freaking stoked. But I'm gonna take some videos of the shop. You guys can get introduced to the guys over there because they're absolute beauties. They did, I'm sure it's gonna be unreal. I can't even wait to see it. And they did it in such fast time. It was literally less than a week turnaround, dude. I don't think you can get any better service than that. So we're going over to Mayfair Signs right now. You're gonna check out the shop, check out the frame. Woo! It's gonna be sick! Wouldn't be in BC if it wasn't for the rain. We're pulling up this nice mountain road. Support those small businesses, ignore my squeaky windshield wipers. And this is the spot. Signs, powder coating, and sandblasting. Mayfair signs, super rad. Pull down this beautiful driveway, down through the trees. Don't want to speed. It says that there's kids around. It's a nice red gate. A beautiful pond. And look at this, dude. Are you kidding me? How much cooler could you get than just an absolutely rad backyard shop like this? Boom, this is where all the magic happens. Mayfair signs. Let's go check out this frame.
Over old powder, but
Yeah.
I think you're pretty happy.
Boom. That is so sick. Look at that. Chrome stuff. Are you stoked on it?
Yep.
Yeah. Sick. Dang. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Oh my gosh. God damn, that looks fire, dude. So we got the frame in the back. We got the saddlebags. We got the swing arm and everything back there. We're heading to Nick's place. Just pulling up behind the dog, Reese, and I think I'm just gonna rear end him. I'm gonna do it. Rear-ended Reese and found him at a skate ramp. Mint. Perfect. So perfect. Little break from building Harleys to do a little skate. I'm just feeling like an absolute squid. It's awesome. Oh! He's sick with it. Oh! All right, guys. Just had a wicked skate sesh. Just one of those moments in life where everything just seemed to line up good. I've been just absolutely having a really tough time with my mental health today. Although I was super pumped to pick up that frame, I just had that super anxious feeling all day that I was just trying to fight off. And that skate was everything I needed. And you know, I wouldn't have gone out and skated if it wasn't for just randomly seeing Reese on the road. But I think that's just one of those manifested times in life where I just needed a homie's support, whether he knew it or not, you know, and I was able to just go for a good skate sesh. I took a good slam, which made me feel alive, because in these sports, that's what it's all about. If there wasn't slams, the excitement wouldn't even be there. So I skated for 2 minutes, had a good slam, and then had the best skate I've had in a long time. Just a super fun mini ramp skate. Saw the homie Maddie as well. She's so fucking rad. Reese is super rad. They've both been killing it lately. And now we are on our way back to Nick's house. Gonna go work on this bagger a little bit and have some family time. So we got the bagger frame all up here, looking nice and shiny. And it's actually, so it's not perfectly chrome by any means, but if I polished it up a little bit, I'm sure it could come out even better than it is now. But I actually like how shiny it is, because it's like the perfect in-between of the like gunmetal silver and the chrome that's on the motor. And I think it's gonna look perfect. But we're here working on this. We're taking the trans out right now. I got it all unbolted, so we're gonna take that out and we're gonna put it up on the table right now. Sweet. This bike also has this hydraulic clutch on it, which we're gonna need to take out. And pretty much everything is off of this frame now. I don't think that we need anything on this frame. Except maybe the ECM we gotta take out. And I'm gonna use the oil cooler. And then I'll use the engine mount off of this as well, I guess. But everything else is pretty much old news. So, time to build some sick shit. And since everything's all here already, I'm also probably gonna do an oil pan mod on this bike, because I'm gonna do it on my bike, but it'll be so much easier just to show you guys how we do it while the transmission is out, and it's way easier for me to do it while the transmission's out. So there you have it. So we're now at the point where we pretty much have everything off of that frame that we want, and most things to put this thing back together. We got the new swing arm bearings that need to be pressed into the swing arm. We need new rear engine mounts. I forgot to grab those, but we got the new front engine mount in the mail. I can grab the bolts out of that frame and clean them up real good. I don't have a brush on me, but I do have this stuff I bought the other day. McAllister's triple play industrial grade cleaner and degreaser. This stuff is super rad. You can literally, I just cleaned my dyno with this stuff. I just spray it on, let it just soak into all the stuff, and you give it a good scrub, and it just does wonders. So I'm kind of just spraying this motor or this transmission down, and I'll let it soak until I come back in a day or two or a couple days whenever I make it back here, and I'll give it a good scrub down and a good rinse, and this thing will look super, super good. Like you can see, it just eats that stuff off. Kind of hard to tell, but oh yeah, look at that. Fresh blonde motor right there. Fresh blonde transmission. So we'll do that with the transmission, and I'll probably give the motor a good scrub down as well, just to make it look super pristine to put back in this chrome frame, because I would love this bike to just look like an absolute show bike for the first couple weeks of its life. I'm sure I'll never get it perfectly clean again after that, but I mean, it'd be pretty rad to have an almost newish looking bike when it's all put back together. So I also have a parts cleaner back at my dad's place, so I might even bring like this with me, give it a good scrub off in there, and whatever else I need to give a good scrub before I put it back on that other bike. We have run into one issue though. So this is a 2007 frame, and 2007, 2008, the gas tank's mounted up different. So this one has a center bolt, but if you come over to this bike and check it out, it has two bolts on the outside here to mount the tank. So the tank I have is for a 2007 for that old frame, but it does have a big dent in it. It's not the best looking tank, and I'm just gonna try to source another tank to throw on here. Opie said he's got one, so we might grab one from Opie, or I might just try to find one on Marketplace or whatever. But like, look at how good these pieces turned out. Like, so this is the difference. That's dipped chrome, and this is powder coat chrome. Obviously, just a way, way, way different finish, but it's close enough, especially when you're kind of doing these. Like, there's certain reflections on this that look super chrome. If you dead stare it in one spot, then it's flat, but you still have a reflection. But the whole thing just has a bit of orange peel on it, just from the base layer. And yeah, so turned out pretty much how I could have wanted it to turn out. I'm not too stressed about it. I'm pretty stoked on how it looks. And yeah, I'm gonna end this episode off here. That's where we're at with the build. We've got pretty much everything ready to go back together other than a few parts that we are missing in order to put it back together. I also have new plugs coming in the mail from Amazon. So we'll test those out and I'll do a good little review in the next episode. Didn't want to reuse the old crusty ones. So make sure to tune in for the next episode. We're going to start putting this thing back together. It's going to be so freaking rad. I might do a separate episode for the wiring harness. I'm going to take that home with me today. I printed off all the diagrams and kind of just drew out what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, but I want to lay out all the wires on the floor somewhere and just trace everything back so I can see where everything is, and then it's just super, super easy and simple that way. I don't want to put it all back onto the bike and then go through it. So the next episode you see, I think, will be a nice little wiring video of us just going through everything. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. This build is going to be super sick, so don't miss out on any of this content. Make sure to check out our Instagram, Stay Smiling Garage. Subscribe to the channel, hit like, leave a comment. Let me know if you guys want any videos about the specifics of this build. I can give out more details, less details, whatever it is, but I'm just super stoked to be able to do this. So thanks to Archetype, thank you Vanishing Ones, Ghost MFG, who's going to be making me an exhaust for this, Double S Concepts down in the States. They are sending me some covers for my Dyna, but I just requested that they also send me some covers for this bike as well. So we're going to have some custom engraved covers. And yeah, so thank you, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.